Hi, I'm Silver Mackenzie, and thanks for stopping in at my channel. I just wanted to show a few things I've been working on lately. The first is my third official tag, and this one I was playing with True Blood. I was also trying to keep it very monochromatic, and this is what I came up with. I used paper from the alphabet stack, although I didn't actually use any of the alphabets. But this is all one piece of paper, and let me see if I can get a clear shot. There we go. I sprinkled some of my homemade glimmer mist on it, on the background. Then I added my Eric pictures, and there we go. And around the Eric picture, the white is actually, I was playing with whiteout. I just wanted to see how that would look. So that's how it came out. And let's see, close up. In the corner is a puzzle piece that I covered with, again, more of the alphabet stack paper. Inked the edges and added a rhinestone in the middle. I made a memo holder and added a smaller picture of Eric. I wrapped ribbon around the front so that it crisscrosses in the back, and put a little decorative clip and one of my homemade flowers on top of it. And then on all the swirls I added little black rhinestones to go with it. And at the top I hung one of my beaded corner embellishments. I really like playing with those, and they're so easy to make. And I glued the ribbon in 3 places so that it wouldn't actually move. And I added some black and white fibers. And I actually did 2 holes. And then it kind of makes it more puffy. I like that. And then on the back, oh, I also trimmed the edge in black glitter from Martha Stewart. And in the back I added another homemade flower. This one is silver. Doesn't show up quite so well on camera. It's silver, and I added black ink to the edges, and then I made a little black ribbon rose for the middle and used a silver Sharpie to just give it some silver highlights. And I kept the back fairly simple, signed my name, inked it a little bit, that's it. And that is my third tag and my True Blood tag. So I had fun making that. The next was a bit sadder. I have a neighbor who passed away, and I made a card for his wife. And the sympathy card. Let me just... Sorry, my camera's giving me a little bit of trouble right now. And I kept it fairly simple. But sorry, it's auto-focusing on me. Just a black homemade flower. It's one of my grunge flowers, although I didn't really grunge it up. With a rhinestone center. My holographic rhinestones for swirls. Some Martha Stewart glitter. This is one of the ribbons I found at the thrift shop. And it's really pretty iridescent black. And, well, more metallic than iridescent. And on the back, it's actually another homemade glimmer mist, and it's blue-black and black around the edges. And then, yeah, I just kept it really, really simple. And this is a birthday card I made. And I glimmer misted the back with a purple color. And I used black StazOn ink. And used, this is one stamp in the middle, and it's a, I think it's a Paris stamp. not sure what it's called, but I used that in the center, and then around the edges, this is actually one swirl stamp that I kept swiveling and stamping over itself so that it gave a border that I liked. And then I used my eye rock to add little purple rhinestones around it in a border. I added some more of that thrift shop ribbon I like, the metallic black. One of my grunge flowers in purple black with eye rock center. And then underneath it, I added one of my homemade memo pins and then hung a charm from it. And the charm, this one is actually, see, it's not flat. This is black, oh, sorry. This is black, what do you call it? Shrink plastic. And then I cut it into a flower shape, heated it up, and then stamped it right before it was cooled off, and then lightly inked it with silver Sharpie. And I added a purple and smoke colored charm to it. Sorry, the reason it keeps falling is it's not even on the bottom. I trimmed it so that it was a little shorter in the front so that you could see the color from the back, and lightly sprayed the inside. So that's why that kept falling. So those are the cards, tags I've been working on, and then ready to go into my store, I actually got a chance to work on some of my Twilight charms, and I'm going to show them to you. The first one is a Jacob charm, and it's got the Twilight flower charms I made, and a Jacob. Let's see, there we go. I'm trying to get the best light here. Jacob, and I did not decorate the back on this one. And I made a wire sun, because Jacob is Bella's son. And that's the first Jacob charm. Next, sorry, I don't have my camera on the stand right now, so sorry if it's shaky. Next is Edward. I used another Twilight inspired charm. And then Edward from the original Twilight cover. I love that picture. And an apple with a red bead hanging in the center, and the back is actually blue glitter. I didn't plan that, but I kept it the way it was. Just a little shock of color. And then next is Bella. And sorry, you're getting a shot of my messy workstation. Let's see. For Bella, again, we have the Twilight charm, Twilight flower charm. I believe this is a new moon photo. Hold on, it's not focusing. There we go. And I made a wire cactus for her for Arizona, and she walked in the beginning holding a cactus. So there's Bella. Next is Carlisle, and same type of charm with Carlisle and a wire shield. So I kind of thought that looked close enough to the Cullen crest to use that one. And there we go. And again, unembellished back. I like some of them just plain. I do not have all the right letters to make them match though, but I did my best. And this one I might shorten a bit, I'm not sure. This is Esme, and she's got the flower charm and her picture, and she is the heart of the family. She's the one who's got enough love for everyone, and that is why I put a heart for her. So that's Esme. And then the last one I have for Twilight at the moment is a Rosalie. And I found this really great picture. Isn't that a gorgeous picture? And I did the flower charm, her picture, and then this is a shrink plastic cameo. And it's not completely flat, but I think it gives it a little more character. So it's got a slight little ridge right there, but it's hard to see. And I thought that looked very Rosalie. Very, you know, beautiful and a little bit snooty at the same time, which, let's face it, that's Rosalie. And the back is just it's a mix between a pink and silver. Just to give it a little color. So that's Rosalie. And that's the last of my Twilight charms, but I did make one for a friend, and she will know who she is when she sees it. And it's a True Blood. And it's got one of my Twilight flowers, because I thought it still applied. And it looked cute. And she likes Eric, because who doesn't? And she likes Jessica. And sorry I didn't have any of Hoyt, but maybe in the future. And this is for you, you know who you are. And that's what I've been working on. And besides that, I've been, you know, playing with some of the images. And, yeah, made some, here we go, Betty Boop. So you can see the stack I've been playing over here. These are all Betty Boop. And, oh, I found a couple of these at the thrift shop I thought I'd show you. They're really cute. And I thought I would steampunk some of these. Look at that. Wouldn't that look great, altered for steampunk? And same for this one. It has a few colors on it, but I figured I could remove the majority of the colors because I don't know if I really like them. And isn't that cool? That's a pin. And I found that at the thrift store, so that's what I've been doing. Sorry if I bored you. Thanks for stopping by, and let me know what you think. Bye.